Golden whispers the mystery of Fort Knox. Fort Knox. Just the name sounds like a treasure chest, right? It's this super secure place in Kentucky, supposedly home to a massive pile of American gold. We're talking billions and billions of dollars worth, but here's the thing. Almost nobody has actually seen this gold in decades, not since the 1970s to be precise. This has led some folks to wonder, is the gold even really there? Think about it. What if it's all a big shiny lie? What if the vaults are just full of empty boxes and the government's been pulling a fast one on us this whole time? Sounds crazy, right? Well, that's what we're going to soon find out. Buckle up, because we're diving headfirst into the mystery of Fort Knox. We're talking gold, government secrets, and maybe even a conspiracy theory or two. You don't want to miss this. It is time to think about buying gold and silver as a hedge against the dollar. A golden fortress history and purpose. Let's rewind a bit back to the 1930s, when the gold standard for the US dollar was established. America was in the middle of the Great Depression. Times were tough. People were losing their jobs, their homes, their hope. To stabilize things, the government decided to hoard gold. Like, a lot of gold. They needed a safe place to keep it, a place that was basically impenetrable. Enter Fort Knox. Built in 1936, Fort Knox was designed to be the ultimate vault. It's got thick walls, armed guards, and enough security measures to make your head spin. Think lasers, motion sensors, you name it. For a while, it seemed like the perfect solution. The gold was safe, the economy was somewhat stabilized, and everyone could sleep a little easier. But as with all things shrouded in secrecy, doubts began to creep in. Doubting the gold conspiracy theories and skepticism, fast forward a few decades, and people started getting suspicious. Why? Because no one had seen the gold in ages. The last time the public got a peek inside Fort Knox was in 1974. Back then, a bunch of congressmen and journalists got a tour. They took pictures with the gold, everything seemed legit. But that was then. It's now 2025, and the government's been awfully quiet about our gold stash. Some folks think the government secretly sold off the gold, others believe it was swapped out with fake bars. There are even whispers of a secret tunnel system used to smuggle the gold out right under everyone's noses. These theories might sound far-fetched, but the lack of transparency from the government doesn't exactly inspire confidence. It's like they say, if you've got nothing to hide, then why hide it? The search for truth, attempts to verify the gold. Over the years, there have been a few attempts to get to the bottom of the Fort Knox mystery. Congressman Ron Paul, for example, spent years demanding an audit of the gold. Which makes sense, right? Aren't items of monetary value always audited and physically inspected to verify its existence and true value? He wanted to make sure it was actually there and accounted for, but his requests were repeatedly denied. Other lawmakers and even some journalists have tried to get access to Fort Knox, but to no avail. The government always has an excuse. National security, they say. Too risky. But these explanations just fuel the conspiracy theories. It's a classic case of the government not trusting its own people. And when the government acts shady, people tend to assume the worst. So what do you think? Will the gold be found there or not?